Hey, we're outside the Mavs locker room here at the AAC, and I just want to tell you something. It was pretty cool to get down here and check some of this stuff out. Jeff and I snuck backstage, so to speak. Blah, 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 blah. All right, you ready? Hey, y'all, we're outside the Mavs locker room at the AAC, and just thinking about Mavs, I just want to talk to you guys for a moment, just a little bit about champion, blah, blah, blah. Stupid, stupid, stupid. All right, ready? Hey y'all, we're outside the Mavs locker room. You can see the logo on the crest behind me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey y'all, we're outside the AAC. You ready? I'm ready for you, man. Okay, here we go. Hey y'all, we're outside at the Mavs locker room at the AAC. And I just want to challenge you, remind you what we talked about on Sunday. Make sure everybody's doing their prayer time for 30 minutes every day in the morning before you get up, before you head out of your house, before you do all that jazz. And then we also want to challenge you. Remember, we have a couple goals that we want to do. We want to do some stuff for single moms baskets coming up here in just a couple weeks, and we also I want to challenge you guys. We want to build that room. We want to make it fat for Verge. We want to do some really cool stuff. We want it to look awesome, and I just want to challenge you while we're standing here at the AAC for the Mavs, that if you put your mind to anything, you can accomplish everything, and that's really stupid. All right, one more time. I got it down. All right, here we go. Hey y'all, we're outside the Mavs locker room. You can see the logo on the wall behind me at the AAC. We're here for the Mavs Hornets game, and I just want to take a moment while we're here shooting between halftime, telling you a little bit, reminding you a little bit. Freaking dog. All right, I'm going to do it this one. We're going back upstairs to watch the game. Hey y'all, we're outside the Mavs locker room at the AAC. And I just want to challenge you and remind you of the things we talked about last week. We talked a little bit about doing a prayer time every 30 minutes. And don't forget that if you stood up, you made that commitment that you're doing it each and every day. Find someone to hold you accountable. Make it happen. Don't let those days go by without having that time. I also want to remind you we got some things coming up for the single moms baskets that we want you guys to make sure you provide for. And then I want to tell you one last thing. We want you to make sure that you guys are giving in that offering, because we want
the ball, and I took advantage of it.
Did it have anything to do with what we've been talking about for the last 3 or 4 days, trade rumors? Did you feel like you had to come out and make a point?
Nah. If I'd have went 0 for 50, I mean, my attitude would still be the same. I'm going to go out there and play hard regardless of the situations or rumors that's going around. I mean, that's my job, and that would be unfair to these guys to let rumors affect my play and not give 110% effort. So I just blocked all that out and went out and played.
What was the difference tonight for the whole team? I mean, you averaged 81 points on that.
We're here with Steve Nash. We're going to ask him a couple questions. Steve, you played hard tonight, but I want to ask you in a little different direction. What does it take to work hard to get to your dreams? What have you had to do to go out of your way to accomplish what you did, your dream to play basketball in the NBA?
Well, you have to really enjoy what you're doing, I think. I think that, if you have passion and a great sense of enjoyment and pride in what you do, you have a great chance to want to work hard and to have that drive to succeed. And for me, I think I always believed in myself, and I always enjoyed it, and I always found ways to inspire myself or motivate myself and try to be creative in order to do so and to keep myself striving to get better and to do more and work harder and to want more. And sometimes that's the most difficult thing, is continually finding new ways to motivate and inspire yourself.
Okay, your job, you're a point guard. Your job is not just to score, but to get the other players around you involved. With that in mind, what can you give to some young people, teenagers, young adults, to get team chemistry going, to be a leader, to step up and take charge?
Well, I think it's important to have pure motives, and I think it's important to understand what your motives are and to be critical of them. And as a point guard, it's very important for my motives to be the ultimate success of this team. And for me, it's important for me to score for this team, but it's also, as a point guard, important for me to get the guys the ball. So there's a fine line that I try to find, but I think in order to do that, you have to make sure your motives are pure, make sure you really want your teammates to do well, make sure you realize what it is that allows your teammates to be good players and how you can help them. And, it becomes natural if you're